Tell me, do you bleed? You will. Chewie, we're home. Oh. Today I'm here to review Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 episode 55, you guys. I gotta be honest, even though I do not like Yuzu, never will, no way, no how, but I still enjoyed this episode though. Not a crazy ass action-packed duel, it was just a good duel in this episode to showcase Yugo's abilities besides him just using Clearwing Synchro Dragon, even though he did use it. So with that being said, even in the intro of this episode, they switched it up a little bit. They went into a little bit more detail talking about the Synchro Dimension and dual runners and yada yada yada. With that being said, you guys, let me read the synopsis for this episode. As the Turbo Duel begins, being reported on by news reporter Melissa Claire, the Duel Chaser brings out his Synchro monster Goyo Chaser. While Yugo responds with his Chambrator, the Duel Chaser soon brings out his ace monster Goyo Predator, taking control of Yugo's monster to deal him heavy damage. But Yugo uses his trap card to bring out Clearwing Synchro Dragon and win the duel, escaping security's grasp. Meanwhile, as Yuya, Selena, and Saratori and Rira arrive in city slums, they are confronted by security who believe Yuya and Selena to be Yugo and Yuzu, with Selena and Saratori stepping in the duel in an action duel against them. Wow. That was a mouthful. So pretty much Yugo and company, well, Yuya and company, they arrive to the Synchro Dimension and they are pretty much have a identity crisis at the moment. So with this being said, you guys, it's a good episode. And let me just start off with a few questions I got. How the fuck is Selena not dead? I know I don't like her, but I'm asking this seriously, no joke intended. If you watch this episode, you see Yugo. He does these crazy ass turns, jumps in the fucking air, rides on walls, he gets hit by monsters' direct attacks, and Yuzu is just on the tail of his dual runner, aka motorcycle, and she just has these bars on the back of her, and she just barely even fucking holding them, yet she didn't fall off once. If that was in real life, if it was like a more realistic anime, she would have fucking fell over, got ran over by the other guy's motorcycle. Just saying. And was it just me, or did they go a little hentai-like when they were showing her? Because every time they show her, she was always moaning in this episode. She was always had her chest poked out, yada, 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 while she's on the back of the motorcycle. And they would keep clipping to this one clip, the commons. Like, it was like a big-ass group of commons they would show. Like, every time Yugo or Yuzu speak. It was like this big-ass group of dudes with big-ass muscles, looking creepy like fucking rapists and shit, whistling with muscles, wife beaters on. I'm just looking like, whoa, this looks like a little hentai-ish to me. Well, a little hentai to me. Is this hentai? Is this fucking Kanajo no X? I don't watch hentai. Disregard that. And let me also talk about Yugo's impossible jumps and turns and fucking wall rides. He just pretty much just leans over, rides on the wall, jumps in the air at one point all over a huge fucking security truck. And also, he was just doing this impossible twist turns, curves. I'm just looking like, how the fuck is this guy not dead either? He's just doing this shit. If that was also in the more realistic anime, he would have tipped that bike over. No way in hell that shit could be more. I mean, they exaggerated in this episode with Yugo. Yes, he's a cool guy, but he should have fell off that motorcycle, just saying. Also, is there more than that reporter Melissa that meets the eye? The reason why I say this is because she's acting just like Yuya's mother. As you all know, Yuya's mother, she was pretty much a fucking predator with young duelist boys. She always, Michi, you're so cute, yada, yada, yada. And when she grabs Yuya's hand, she says, hey, we have to duel now. I'm not your mother. I'm not your opponent. I'm a fucking enemy. That's just how the reporter acted in this episode. She pretty much says, oh my goodness, he's going to be a target with that performance he just did. And she pretty much came back to reality, pretty much realizing that she's on camera still. So she pretty much has to go back into her performance as a reporter saying, yeah, we are going to be back here live, yada, yada, yada. And all throughout this duel, she's pretty much saying, wow, this Common, he's pretty much using skills that makes us even has to praise him. And the way that the tops do this is they consider the Commons as the bad guys, more like the heels, and they're the baby faces, aka the baby faces are the good guys and the heels are the bad guys. Let me repeat this. Baby faces, good guys. The heels, bad guys. Sorry about that, you guys. The camera actually died on me. Also, I have another question. I gotta ask the question, what the fuck happened to Yugo? As you all know, he's considered a Common now, yet when he was back in the Synchro Dimension, he considered the tops his hometown. He was pretty much where the tops were, and he said, hey, I'm back in my hometown. I have to ask this question. Who Yugo lost against, or what actually had to happen for him to become a Common? As you all know, he pretty much stated in this episode, winning is everything. You can't get throughout this lifestyle or in this city without fucking winning. Winning is everything. Pretty much if you lose, you're done for. It's fucking over. Game over. Also, with that being said, you guys, as it was stated in a previous episode, 99% of the population is Commons and 1% is pretty much tops. They have all the resources, yada, yada, yada. And I'm just looking like, if there's a big ass gap like that in population, shut up, Kevin, why is there not a rebellion? Why don't the Commons just say, you know what, fuck this shit. I ain't finna live like a fucking poor bastard while these guys live like fucking kings over a fucking card game. Like, really? You outnumber these people greatly, yet you sit there on your ass and let these people boss you around. It's fucking crazy. If that was me, I would be on some Planet of the Apes type shit. I would get all these people to start an uproar rebellion. Pretty much, I would capture the guy in charge. The guy they call a chief, who pretty much sees things as a chess game. I would have to kidnap his ass and demand like equal rights and shit. Also, with that being said, you guys, this was an amazing duel between Yugo and the security officer. And the chief, he actually thought at one point his security officer pretty much had Yugo beat. And before he said checkmate, he says, don't attack again, because he came to a conclusion, hey, this guy has a face down card, and he had this card for a very long time in the duel. He has yet to activate it. Thus being said, the security guard pretty much ignored his orders, and he says, you know what, I'm going to be undefeated, yada, yada, yada. So he pretty much activates the trap card, pretty much allowing him to special summon Clearwing Synchro Dragon. Clearwing Synchro Dragon gets on the field, he beats the officer, and that chief guy, he gets pissed. He is pissed at his officer. He even throws a chess piece into the garbage, pretty much symbolizing his career as an officer, pretty much throwing it into the garbage. That pretty much symbolizes to me that he's going to become a Common now. That officer is a Common now. And at the end of this episode, with Yugo and Yuzu at least, Yugo does this impossible ass jump over a fucking big ass truck, security officers with lightsabers, of course, with shields and everything. He don't jump up a ramp. He don't do no special tricks. He just he jumps over it. I'm just looking like, how the fuck did that happen? Also, Lancers comes to the Synchro Dimension, consisting of Rira, Sartori, Selena, and Yuya. And I'm just looking like, okay, where the fuck are the other guys at? And with that being said, you guys, Rira runs off in fear. I don't know if he's from the Synchro Dimension or from another dimension. He just pisses himself and run off. He don't piss himself literally. He just gets scared to run off. With that being said, you guys, Sartori, he gets pissed as well. He's pretty much engaging in a duel with Selena against the security officers. And in next week's episode, we see Sartori on the ground. I just hope they don't fuck this character up by making him lose against some no-name ass security officers. If you want to actually make him lose, play it safe. Have him get interfered on into the duel. Don't have him lose clean, because that will make him lose credibility if he loses against these security officers. If you make him lose, at least make him lose like this. Okay, Selena and Sartori, they beat the other 2 security officers. Then the third one, he just jumps in out of nowhere and attacks them out of nowhere. Don't make him lose all his life points, just make him unable to continue the duel. At least if he loses, he doesn't lose credibility. And I'm just looking like I already know what they're going to do. They're pretty much going to make Sartori lose, and Selena may lose as well, and Rira and Yuya pretty much picks up the scraps and win, save the day, yada yada yada. And with that being said, not episode 56, but in episode 57, Crow is going to come in that episode. Yay! So with that being said, I think I covered everything, you guys. With that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, share this video. You guys are helping my channel out greatly. I love you guys for that. Thank you. So, yet again, I hate to repeat myself, but I have to. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, share this video. This is Herman Frost, and you're watching Otaku Weekly. Over and out. Peace.